Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 20th of February 2020, and I am looking at Adventure Island on the NES. Now, this game was based on, or sort of converted really, Wonder Boy, of all games, from the arcade. And I remember actually playing Wonder Boy on the Spectrum, and I thought this looked familiar, so I thought I'd give it a go and see how we get on. And so far, the Spectrum, I've got to say, did a very good version of this, which I'll probably have a look at now, actually, because, well, look at this game, it's so cutesy, and it's sort of got shades of Mario, and it's got shades of Sonic, but that shouldn't surprise you. But look at him on his skateboard, of all things, in the middle of the forest, yes. Let's have a look at it from a graphic perspective, shall we? It's very bright, it's very colourful, but then you expect that from the NES anyway. It was renowned for having sort of cutesy games, as well as classics like Contra or Probotector, as it was called in the UK. Now, there's lots of obstacles here to navigate, and the fruits that you can see that I'm collecting there will replenish your stamina level, which is at the top. Now, if that runs out, that's it, you're done. Now, I can't work out, has this guy got a big moustache, or is it just me? It looks like he's got a tash. I don't know. It's a bit strange. It looks like a fat man with a moustache. No offence to any fat men with moustaches out there. I do not mean any offence. But do you know what I mean? He does. He looks like an overweight chap with green pants on. I don't get it. Anyway, let's have a look at the head. So the top left-hand corner, we've got your lives, designated by the little face, and then you've got your energy level, which is next to it, and that depletes as you go through the level. Now, as you can see, you can only go one way, you can't backtrack on yourself. And I've got to say that skateboards in the middle of water, probably not the safest of things to put out there, is it really? No. And, oof, blimey, that was close. Okay, so looking, did he just lay an egg? Oh, this is just getting weirder and weirder. Anyway, very nice smooth scrolling, which is really nice. Graphics are nice on the creatures as well. It's actually just an all-good all-rounder, really. Quite like this game. It's fairly fun. But I haven't played this game. Well, I haven't actually played this game. I've played, like I said, Wonder Boy on the ZX Spectrum. But I can see that both versions are actually really, really close to the arcade as well, which is nice, because that's where it came from, ladies and gentlemen. It was actually an arcade game originally, but it was Wonder Boy on the arcade, so not sure why they called it Adventure Island, but there we are. There must be a story behind it somewhere, and I totally missed that ledge like a complete plonker, but never mind. So, sound and music. Well, it's not bad actually. It's got a very jolly little ditty as you go, and yeah, it's not obtrusive either, you know. You don't sort of think, oh, this is grating my nerves, because believe me, there's a lot of games out there that had that effect. These little pigmen, I think they're pigmen, I don't know, some very strange thing. Oh my god, what was that? Yeah, I mean, this is just awesome. Just listen to the music for a minute, just listen, it's great. But yeah, sound is good, music's good, so we can move on. Controls are very, very simple. It's very Mario-esque, the controls, actually. You've got jump and you've got attack. And attack also, if you hold it down, will enable you to run faster, clearing those bigger jumps. Oh! He says as he plummets to his doom. So you can't swim, obviously. Because if we could swim, we wouldn't have died there, but never mind. So there we go. Playability wise, it's great, absolutely fun, fantastic fun. I think it will come back to this. Just doing a little dance there. You would probably come back to this again and again as well, which covers the playability of the game, and it's just one of those ones that you will come back to. It's not frustrating. Well, it's not yet. It's not very frustrating. It's not very original, but then it's not meant to be, really. That cave has a face. Right, Replay Factory, you're going to come back to this. You're going to come back to this time and time again, just because it's a very simple pick up and play, and you haven't got much thought behind it. You literally collect fruit, skateboard your way, and throw axes at all the wildlife that you come across. You know, it's just a conservationist's dream game, isn't it? But there we are. It's fun, and that's the baseline of this. It's fun. And there were 2 sequels to this as well, Adventure Island 2 and Adventure Island 3. And I do believe, possibly, there was an Adventure Island on the Super Famicom as well. Or the Super Nintendo, as we always know it as. But it's Super Famicom, Family Computer. I do believe that stood for. So let's cover the age range. I think this is pretty much open season. I think most age groups over the age of 3 could probably play this. Like I said, the controls are very, very simple. I mean, I always thought that the NES was kind of designed for a younger audience, but you know what? Nintendo over the years have put that to rest, I think. Because their consoles have got a lot better, especially with the Switch. More adult games on there, which is nice. But you know what? As an adult, playing games that I played as a child and still enjoying them now, that, you know, they did a great job. And I just wish that Sega did, I don't know, I'm not knocking the Master System or the Mega Drive. I think they're good consoles in their own right. I just preferred Nintendo. Whether that's because that was the console I was bought when I was a kid, but that could be the reasoning behind it. But I digress. Just popping back to graphics again. Look at the backgrounds. They're really quite cool. That totem has shades on, ladies and gentlemen. And that snake, it looks like it's spitting fish out of its mouth. That's lovely. So, shades of Indiana Jones here. It still looks like he's got a moustache. Can anyone confirm that, please? Obviously, it's a side-scrolling platformer and collect 'em up, as you might say. And it's just a little fun little game to play. You can see that you can get power-ups as well. You can get an invincibility fairy. You can get fruits that will replenish your entire health bar straight away, which is great. Now, the only downside really is there's no continues, so that's gonna get a little bit frustrating because you only have 3 lives and that's it. You're done. So you could get yourself really quite far into this, lose all your lives, and that's it. No continues, which a little bit unfair. I really don't know why they put a skateboard where there's water. I mean, have you ever skateboarded on the water? No, didn't think so. Anyway, so there's a... Oh, and look at that. I'm proved right. You see, health and safety gone mad. There we are. It's a 1-player game, ladies and gentlemen. There's no 2-player turn-based. It's just literally 1 player. But you know what? You could always do pass the controller and have a 2-player game that way if you so wanted to. But as an arcade conversion, it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun, and I think that's the key point in this game is it's fun, and it's not overly. I suppose it's not overly difficult, but it's not overly easy either, so that's quite nice. It's got the balance right, I think. Nice learning curve to it, and yes, Adventure Island. I do recommend that you play this game if you haven't already. Now, I do apologise for the lateness of this review. I realise it's been over a week since the last one. Had a few health issues over the last week. Nothing to worry about, but it's just knocked me sideways a little bit. Plus half term, I've got all the kids at home, which is a little bit noisy, so it's hard to get stuff done during school holidays anyway. But I will still be here and pushing out reviews as normal. So there we are. I hope you're enjoying the new channel setup, by the way, which is a new intro and new features, such as the cheat zone, and I will be bringing in a new news feature at some point soon called Bite Size. So that's all coming in the future. If there's any more features you'd like to see, like Dungeon of Drax will be making its reappearance very soon, which is the worst games in history being dropped into the Dungeon of Drax, never to be played again. So let me know if you'd like to see those as well as features alongside or as a separate thing, because we could turn this into some sort of magazine show if you wanted me to. But I love your feedback. Please let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. And on that note, that is it from me. I will catch you again very, very soon on the next episode of the Retro Revival Show. Thank you very much for tuning in and supporting the channel. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you next time. You keep it retro, and bye for now!